Hey everyone, I wanted to get legend as painlessly as possible, though, and quick as possible. So ironically, I played Pain Demon Hunter. We got to legend in 6 hours on the Asia server, right immediately after coming in at rank 6 legend. This deck is just probably the best tempo just get to legend deck right now. I've looked at some other statistics and now I've tested it. It just feels amazing. So it's just running a lot of these good tempo cards. Even some of the nerf stuff like Sock Pucket Slither Spear is still really good. And it has the Hot Coals effect. This Infestation card is really, really good. And we run the Ziliax and the Kane and the Dangerous Cliffside. So this deck is all about just putting that continuous pressure and then at some point often switching to a burn style. So a lot of this deck is about, figuring out, do I want to control the board or do I just want to YOLO face? A lot of times we're up against a rogue player and we know we're not going to be able to win or the board this, so we just completely stop trading and go all face very quickly. Though even in the early turns 1 through 3, you're still probably often trading. But yeah, the deck is just a great deck to get to legend. I did it today, and got a legend in 6 hours, coming in at rank 6 legend. So really good choice if you want to get that speed run and then be done to play whatever you want. So anyways, basic mulligans. I'm keeping Battle Fiend. I'm keeping Slither Spear. I'm keeping Tusk Piercer. I like keeping Insect Claw if I have one of these three, but I don't often keep it if I don't. Spirit of the team, also I think a very good mulligan in general, especially in tempo matchups. So those are my basic mulligans. Got some games for you guys. Enjoy. It's 5-6 now. Observe your ego. I don't like this ego death stuff. I I don't know. It's not the way I view the world. I think Buddhism is lame, basically.
My wound itches for more. Vengeance is mine.
The book talks about how to protect your ego, you'd use the I got unlucky defense, which is and then you don't have to face the fact that you're always losing, basically. What pedal? Yep. Or Carl Jung. I've been doing Carl Jung because I read some Freud stuff. So a lot of the chronic pain stuff that I've read is based in Freud, but I actually think Jung is better, basically, for some of my pain theory.
I grow impatient.
Every woman I wanted to date was a lesbian. Wait, what are you talking about?
I grow impatient.
I've been reading some Carl Jung because I have all these dreams. I have a lot of dreams, chat, and stronger your feet. No. My neck has probably gotten stronger though from doing this for 10-15 years, but You have headaches? I used to have headaches because I had to hold, before I could use a foot pedal, I had to hold things in place a little more intensely, which was very annoying. But I don't have to do that anymore because with the foot pedal, it's a lot easier.
I will find you.
I don't know why. Yeah. Alright, cost the flip, dude. I did play drums in high school. Do I have lethal here? How much damage is this? This is 5 and this is 5. I can put them down to 2 here. Do I put them down to 2 or do I do something else? They're kind of good. But I think I'm just winning. I don't think I really need to. Not the donkey boys.
For war.
Blah 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 blah.
We hunger for vengeance.
All right, 100% win rate. Oh, ego protection. Isn't 2 living flames a little redundant? Yes. Yeah, 2 living flames is like when your mom says twice, make sure to turn off the gas when you're done cooking so we don't all die. And you're like, Mom, isn't that a little redundant? And she's like, that's a living flame there, all right? And you won't be living if you don't turn it off, okay? Yeah, sometimes my analogy game is just like kind of too good. I was proud when I realized the living flame and the turning off the gas are like, I made that connection, you know, at the last minute.
Have you filled out the paperwork?
My wound itches for war.
Your comedy skills are still there. Improvisation, yeah. It's. It's more fun to say that than to be like, well, you know, the living frame draws us a card, and this hot coals is really important for our deck. So sometimes we really want the redundancy. So you know, even though it might seem like, oh, it stinks when you draw both hot coals and then you top deck living flame, but the overall, the mathematically, when they did the analysis, they saw that living flame was the better card. Like that's the boring way to say it, right? So.
Almost out of time.
Get wrecked, Yugi boy! Anyways.
Vengeance is mine.
Actually, Mr. Shoot. do we need hot goals in this deck? We already have damage in this deck. Seems redundant. I more just get tilted by the appeals to emotional logic. So this reminds me of like, so I used to play. Dude, what? When did people start? I feel like nobody said mid like 4 years ago. I don't know when people started saying that. I feel like it's a mid phrase, you know? It's just kind of mid, you know? You think designing low-cost legends is hard? I don't know, Fearos. These are the kind of questions. What are you even trying to imply by that? Dude, Chad, designing Hearthstone's incredibly easy. Chad, if I was designing it, I would come up with an amazing expansion that would make Blizzard billions, while at the same time, the community would be happy, and I would all do it in about like 4 hours, all right? Because, like, what do you mean? Like, is it hard? You do here, Chad.
My world itches
This is probably dumb. Because they're just gonna go fiery boy here. You think complaining is hard for chat? Started up doing an MMO, some game yelled at her for not designing a better gun system. And she was like, bro, I just do the back-end server stuff. Yeah. People, yeah, it's actually like a, so I think it's like, it's on a larger point of like what we're responsible for and what we're not. Because people will basically like, chat, if I go buy a product from Amazon, am I an evil person because like the Amazon did something jerky to like make that product? Or am I not responsible? You know, some people, but there's a lot, like pretty much all your decisions in society, you know, have that kind of like implication of, you know, so when somebody says like, well, you chose to work for this company and they did this, therefore you're responsible, or are you not? You know, it's a so it's and you know, even like for things like Game of Thrones, right? Joffrey got so much hate, or what's the even though he's just playing a character, right? Where like people personally felt he was responsible for being a jerk, even though like that's what his character was. Basically, I don't know where I'm going with this. People are jerks, all right? That's what I'm trying to say, all right? I'm a monster for having a prime sub. You don't sound proud. Ah, my analogy game was not right there. Gym boss, that's pretty philosophically a good point. I'm not for it. I live a hyper much lifestyle. Dude, why is that hilarious?
Keep on panning.
My wool itches for war.
Chat. It's like, hey, do you, like it's like I got a recipe, and it's like, hey, do you have any substitutes for the rice and beans? Do you have any sub? I'm trying to think of like all the carbs. Do you have any substitute for hot dog buns? Thought it was a fair question. Yeah, it was. There are no fair questions in this channel. All right.
Welcome to the crew.
I haven't. This thing is his name on.
I know all the steps.
I did not. This deck, yep, that's why we're playing it. We're seeing if we can get legend in one day, then we can get legend on EU, and then get legend. Maybe we can get all legends by August 2nd.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
Time's ticking. That's all for now.
Got him. Relationship with them, you know. So you just don't want to leave, even though like they should keep red card, even though you know they're not right. I believe that's called Hearthstone of the game. Starship, never mind.
Vengeance is mine.
I could go Zilliax here, but I don't really like it. I want to take the value trade here. Not check my 5-4. It was a good time though, yeah. I mean, there's always the case where she would have gotten an offer for the place and you would have lost like blocks of the place anyways, trash can. So
Vengeance is mine.
amazing draw. These next. No way I can get through. God, I'm so close to getting through. Like this combo. I don't quite do it. You know? I think the trade. Do a bad trade here. So sad. This sets up 2-turn very reliably, so. Maybe not that reliably, yeah. So you could put it like trash can. That might have like saved you like another $2,000, you know, or $3,000, which is something, right? But like you can live with a $3,000 mistake, basically. It's not something like it's something, but it's not the end of the world.
Relax your mind.
Thanks, shit. This is awkward.
Now Lo had many adventures.
Wait, son of a gun, shit. That's so bad. This buffs it, so I was gonna kill this with Dangerous Cliff, but now it doesn't work very well. So frustrating. I could get this to try. I think I'm just. Why no brain masseuse? Why don't we go and ask? Why don't we run every single marginal card in Hearthstone? You know, we should go through every other variation of lists and justify this channel why we're not running it. You might think lots of different marginal cards, people do different builds with different success, but we all know that's a lie, right? The streamer must justify his decisions, right? Or face the wrath of the chat. Have to kill this. So bad. What trade is made by like this?
Risks are always worth taking.
Chat, why no signature Ariana? Why only regular Ariana? Seems like a misplay. Yeah, this is our pay to win up. Dude, check out the pay to win on our opponent. They got this guy, they got this guy, they got all the money bags over here. Right?
Paladin versus Magni.
For Cosmodon! This ends now!
Warriors rough. With the original pay to win skin. Battle Fiend, let's go.
Vengeance is mine! Vengeance is mine!
My world itches for war.
Blah, 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 blah. Ooh, 5 mana drawing cards is good for us here. And we can get through a taunt. Oh my god. This might be our legend game. The 2 mana spell. Is shield slamming my 1/2 here? Slam again, okay. Oh, Zilliax is honestly an amazing top deck here. Because now even if they go the 5 mana spell, I can go Kane and probably lethal them. Get wrecked, Yugi boy. Nice, nice taunt you got there. What a shame.
Hide behind yourselves! I will still fight!
Easy legend chat.
You got me.
Rank 6 legend chat. Holy. Should you sell all your possessions to craft that day 1 legendary? Well, with Hearthstone Deck Tracker, you don't need to guess. You can figure it out instantly. How do I play Hearthstone so well while at the same time constantly coming up with new analogies? Well, I wouldn't be able to do it without all the legwork and detail work that Hearthstone Deck Tracker keeps track for me. See, I could see related cards, I could see cards that the cards will generate, just making everything so much easier. Having a hard time finding a streamer playing your deck? Well, you could go find the VODs right on the HS Replay website and just scroll down. Oh, look, there's me. Download Hearthstone Deck Tracker and get legend today.